Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 Release Newsletter. Yes, they are in fact out. This newsletter came out just yesterday, actually 2 days ago, just before Deltarune came out. In the final hours. Unfortunately, I did not get my reaction in those final hours due to some internet outages, but I'm recording this now, and hopefully this will be up pretty quickly, because it is a short newsletter, so we're just going to get through this really quick. It'll be a little short video of its own. In the meantime, probably expect more Deltarune content. I have yet to play Chapters 3 and 4. I'm going to do that right after this, actually. But I want to read this newsletter. So first off, we got this sick-ass art by Toby of the Lightners Live gang with their awesome outfits. I mean, look at them. Look at them. They are rocking. I can't wait to get to this section in-game. I'm pretty sure this is Chapter 3. But yeah, Deltarune Chapters 1 through 4 are almost out on PC, Mac, Switch, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. Check Deltarune.com for more information on the exact time of release. We should have seen that in the last newsletter. It's also going to come out on Nintendo Switch 2 at midnight for your respective region. Well, so speaking of Deltarune.com, and I'm not going to go over this, because if you're watching this video, you probably should know this, but if you go on the FAQ, I think, yeah, there's a gameplay reminder cheat sheet. Oh, there's known issues now. There's new known issues. I won't read those. I won't spoil myself. But yeah, there's a gameplay reminder cheat sheet on how the game works. So I guess if you need a refresher, go to Deltarune.com/cheat sheet and take a look at all of this. I won't be reading this because I don't need it. He says before probably forgetting something. Anyways, it's also going to come out on Nintendo Switch 2 at midnight for your respective region, which it in fact did. Spoilers! I didn't realize what this image was at first, but yeah, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, all yummies. He faked an all bosses thumbnail, but with Toby Fox. And the little star different breeds of Toby Fox, including Peepus Fox, I guess. Anyways, 2 points of advice around spoilers. 1. If you're worried about seeing spoilers, try to refrain from using social media or video websites until you've sufficiently completed the game, which was so hard for me to do, waiting for my router to come back on. Like, I just had to sit in bed and not scroll and not learn things about Deltarune. You know how hard that is. Oh, I need to get into this game, but I'll read the newsletter first. I'm sorry, guys. Due to current media algorithms, if you're a big fan of the game, it's likely spoilers will be recommended to you no matter where you go. Which, to be fair, I've been obsessed with Ultra Kill lately, and I somehow got myself onto the Ultra Kill side of most things, which I think is the only thing that has saved me from spoilers. 2. If you use social media, and you know you have followers that don't want to be spoiled, think about how you post what you do. Which, I will be honest, everyone's been pretty good so far. Like Alex Roshan, Shay, those big Deltarune people I follow have been pretty anonymous about what's happening. They've said vague things, which I thank them for. Nothing I can say will stop people from trying to be the first to show everything off, so please just do your best to protect yourself. I'm betting one of these videos exists already. Anyways, just be ready. Even before the game comes out in your region, the New Zealanders who get the game 3 hours early are probably going to come directly to your house and start taping thumbnails of Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, all bosses compilation to the outside of your windows. They might already be doing that. Oh god, are they here? Oh no. That being said, please don't rush the game. Just relax and enjoy it at your own pace, which is why I'm doing a chapter per day. I will not be playing Chapter 4 today. I need to process. I need to osmose. At the very least, I personally recommend taking a break between chapters. True. Toby, you could have enforced this. You could have. Probably not. Probably contracted with Nintendo. But anyways, soundtrack? Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. The soundtrack will be available on Bandcamp and Steam. It will be available on other platforms, but not immediately after release. I'm sure you'll be able to find it after a couple days. Even if you use other platforms, I recommend buying the soundtrack on Steam. I'll be updating the soundtrack every time a chapter comes out, so it will be a really good deal. Ooh. Oh, right, I heard about that. Right, it's gonna be like Ultra Kill. You won't have to pay more money, I don't think, when the soundtrack comes out. Or you might, but I don't think you will. But you might. But either way, if the soundtrack ends up becoming more money when the later chapters come out, I think you'll still get it automatically, and you won't have to pay more if you already have it, so I might actually buy the soundtrack. One warning, if you care about spoilers, don't read the track names until after you finish the game. Sebastian Wolf. Bugs? Oh my god, the spam mosquito. It's the mispampton, the mosquito. I'm sure it's unlikely that any of the tens of thousands of people playing my game for over hundreds of thousands of cumulative hours will find any bugs. That being said, if the game crashes or the game reaches a point where it's not possible for you to progress, please email Deltarune@fangamer.com to report any issues. And keep an eye on the FAQ page in the coming weeks, as we'll be posting any known issues there at the top of the page. Patches. Last week, we made some minor last-minute changes to fix up the game one last time before release. Because patches for Nintendo platforms require a different timescale, Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 will not initially have those changes. Therefore, there may be some extremely minor differences on that version. Example, the instructions for an act in Chapter 4 will not appear, a certain optional event may activate even under unintended circumstances, etc. Thankfully, I play on Steam, so I will have those things, so L Nintendo. We will try to address any issues that arise after release as fast as we can. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 will take a bit longer to update than other platforms, so please understand. FAQs. We updated the FAQ section of the website the other day with a few new questions, including info about how to import your save data. Look for questions that say new here at Deltarune.com/help. I guess it's more than just the cheat sheet. There's known issues. Okay, and stuff for then. Well, okay, these were here before. These are here before. So I've read these before in the last newsletter. But apparently this with the known issues is new, and again, I won't look at that too much. If you pause the video and read it if you want to, but I would like to play the chapters first. Thank you? Great, because they've all been question marks so far. The thank you question mark? Dude, this thumbnail is beautiful. Some of Tommy's best work. Over the past few years, it's been more than 2. Countless times I've written out my thoughts on them, and how I think they'll be received, or how they feel compared to Chapter 1 and 2 and what to expect, but you know it's fine. It is what it is, you'll figure it out. So, if you're reading this, let me just say thanks for all your support. Without people like you, I would have never been able to make this game a reality. Of course, at this point, I'll make this game regardless of whether anyone else cares or not, but it's more fun to share it with you. I'm pretty sure everyone cares, Toby. The social media, everyone I know has blown up, even people who don't normally pay attention to Deltarune. So thanks! I hope you have a good time. And yep, that's it. It's a really short newsletter.